Meteora. Its literal translation is hangs in the air. It's the perfect name for this land of mysterious beauty that sits counting the centuries above the vast outstretched arms of the Plane of Thessaly in northwestern Greece. It defies description, so I'll just say, a Bond movie was filmed here. Patrick Leigh Fermor wrote about it intensively in his great travel book, Rumeli. Read the passage, and you'll be hooked. Once the bottom of the sea, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is situated on top of the towering stone pylons between the towns of Kalabaka and Kastraki at the foot of the Pindus Mountains. Earthquake activity pushed the seabed upward, and after millions of years of weathering, this is what's left behind. When you're at these lookouts and can look across the canyon, you can really get a sense of how remote these monasteries are, and that's the reason they built them here. Just being closer to God, I bet. Word of advice, when here in the summer, get here early. The main monasteries open at 9:30, and evidently the lines start forming before that. So if you're going to plan on hitting it first thing in the morning, you probably want to get here about a half hour before it opens and get in the queue, especially as the sun gets hotter. They first began building monasteries up here in the 1100s, and at its height there were 24 of them. Only 6 are active today. The oldest and largest you can visit is the Great Meteoran. It was founded in 1340 by a monk whose name sounds more like a superhero than a saint, Athanasios the Meteorite. Now that's a name for the ages. In centuries past, the only way up was in a basket raised from above. But thanks to the 146 steps cut into the cliffs by the monks in 1925, it's a little easier to climb closer to heaven. However, they still use the winch and basket system to haul up supplies the old-fashioned way, and we even saw a monk hitch a ride in one. This little gem may make it tempting to order in pizzas, but historically, residents here prepare their own food. Agriculture and cooking are a huge part of the monks' lifestyle here, and there's a really cool display of that history. This is the old kitchen for the monastery here, and they've got all the different cooking accoutrements that they would have been using here and probably did use here. See, these are the types of rooms and exhibitions where I really feel like you can get an up-close, intimate feel for what the experience of living here must have been like. I just love that you can still see the smoke on the walls from all these centuries of the cooking that was done in here. It's like they were just cooking yesterday. You can almost smell the gyro. That must be the patron saint of cooks. Or maybe it was the chef. While the monks who built these monasteries were seeking seclusion, they didn't want to live a life of deprivation. So the gardens and the architecture of the Grand Meteoran are gorgeous. Every spare foot atop these plateaus is used to create a peaceful garden in the sky, with pleasant corners to sit and beautiful views to enjoy in every direction. The Greek Orthodox religion has a different view of art than the more common Roman Catholic traditions. For example, you won't see any statues at the monasteries of Meteora because they believe that three-dimensional representation of saints borders on idolatry. So you'll only see two-dimensional paintings and reliefs like these. But inside the church, the extravagantly ornate and intricate decor is mind-boggling. You'll also see interesting items like this sementron, a wooden percussion instrument used to summon the monks to prayer. One of my favorite exhibits features these World War II posters representing the heroism of the people of the Pindus region, who fought valiantly against the German invasion of 1941. I didn't realize Hitler was into base jumping. I guess he slipped. The Great Meteoran Monastery is an amazing link to a culture that created lasting beauty in their quest to exist in a place that hangs in the air between heaven and earth. and I think they got there.